Yoink!
The thing is, Bob, it's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
21 gigawatts!
It's not that I'm lazy, Bob. It's that I just don't care. I work my ass off. I ship a couple extra units. I don't see a dime, Bob. Something like that. You get it, right? You get it. Welcome back. So we're working on part 2 or 3 now of this extension. I mean, we're getting in there. We're getting deep. Hello, Mountain Trash Panda. Hello. I am streaming again. Twice in a week's time. I mean, only once this week. This is a new week now. My nose always itches as soon as I start going live. Hello, I suppose. I can think I'm gonna kick it off with a little review of where we are. And then we'll dive into the next steps, which are gonna be moving the JSON config to the Directus install, as you can see on the screen. And then trying to deploy it and see if we can install it fresh in like our project as a dependency. Because I don't know, I mean, that's where I want to get with it, right? Once it's got that, then other people can use it. And this is going to help us build out our docs along the way about how to actually use it. So, yeah. And then if we have time, we'll add the remove data model command. That's really just to remove it from your config. If you've added one, you can delete it in the admin, but it won't delete the hooks. I'm also curious to know what happens if that is the case. If the app will still run okay, or if it'll throw any errors. So let's show you what we got. So I kind of got everything to a fresh, not a fresh install, but we're gonna add a new EXIF. Right now. We're going to add the extension to this project, basically. Show you where it's currently at, but it's not going to be where we want to go. We will get there. So if you have it in your app, first thing you want to do is you want to do npm run. Right now I have to have this as a separate repo on my computer next to the install. I want to be able to do everything inside your Directus install, so we'll get to that. But you would do npm run create data model. Are you sure you want to create a data model? I mean, yeah, dude, let's do it. Media library, I'll go with that default. And I'll take all the fields. There's more fields you can pick. They're all included by default. If for some reason you wanted to take one out, you could. And what do you want to name the image field? If you want to give it a special name, we're just going to go with image. That's the default. And there you go. Now that I'm looking at it again, this is a warning in the file, but it looks kind of like a warning, like nothing worked. So I'll probably have to update that at some point. But we use that to generate our model. Now if we come back here and refresh this sucker, there's our media library. It's got all these fields on it, generated them for us. And now we can add content in here with it. The problem is, if you haven't installed the hook yet, oh, hello. If you haven't installed the hook yet, then it's not gonna be able to update information. So the second step, thought we were still in code. Oh, but you can see also it generates this into the JSON. This is what got generated and spat out. So in here, the next step would be npm run install hook. And I've already set up the path so that it points to my correct Directus install. Hopefully this works. It's gonna build the extension and then deploy it. Deploy it. What it's really doing is putting it into the this is my Directus install. So I will have to shut it down and restart it. And you can see loaded extensions, EXIF attacher. And now I refresh. And if I add an image, I'm going to choose an existing one so I don't upload another image. It will choose it, it will load it up, and then these will get updated when we save. I guess I could put placeholders in all of them that say updated when saved, updated when saved. And there it is. And if we go back here and we can see there's all the information it extracted from it. Pretty cool, eh? So now if you wanted to delete this, you could delete this media library in here. Let's see, what if we do that? If we delete this collection, and then if I restart this, doesn't complain about adding hooks for unknown things, I guess that's fine because, I mean, it's gonna add hooks. The hook is just a string. What does it happen in here? It's just a string, and so if it doesn't match this case, then I guess it would just not do it. If you had another collection though, say you recreated one with the same name and you left this in here, it could pick that up. I think I would maybe want to add an additional check or something to make sure that that doesn't work. That's not a problem, but again, we're still going for happy path for now. Happy path. Okay. But that's where we're at. And that's cool, huh? Okay, since I deleted it from there, I'm also going to delete it from here. Okay. And we are ready to go on to the next task. That was just the starting scene. It should have been really a review, but we're going on to the next task. Thirsty. Okay. So what I want to do now is what I really want to happen is this file right here should be stored in the Directus project. Because right now I'm storing it with this additional repo. Say you're using this on multiple projects, this wouldn't work the way it is right now. So if I move it to all be within my Directus installation, so for example, in my Directus demo, in here, then it would stay with each installation, which is the best solution, in my opinion. So let's see if we can do that. My plan right now, oh, it did it, okay. My plan this one. My plan right now is to push all of this up and then up to GitHub and then consume it from GitHub and run it in that way. That's what I want to do. And then this wouldn't even need to be deployed. Or this could be generated into, instead of this folder, you could just generate it directly into your app. Well, okay. So I've already pushed this up. By the way, I made a little ticket for this. I don't know if I did this on stream or after, but made a ticket to allow us to refer to this directly, but this is the repo. So there is a dist. Hello. There is a dist, but that's not going to be used. We're going to regenerate it for our app. Let's try this. So to get this into our plugin here, I can add it as a dependency. What do I want to call it? Directus EXIF. Sorry, I'm too close to the keyboard. Attacher. I think it's, I missed the word extension, but there it is. And I probably should rename this. Hello, MCS Mike. Ched stands for cheddar. I also stand for semicolons in JavaScript. No, I actually don't prefer semicolons in there. Did I have some in mind? I go back and forth because my work requires it, but my personal projects don't. Hey Ryan, what's up? So I'm gonna call it this. And then I'm curious. Oh wait, this should be, oh no, I don't have to. Do I have to do get or do I just do that? What did I do in this one? I didn't do it in this one. 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 Did it in this one, I think? No. In this one? There it is. Oh, that just pointed to the local one. Well, let's try it. I blasted you about the semicolons, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you'd get that joke or not, or if you thought I was serious, like giving you, you know, hi Zoe, tips about you should be using, I don't remember what I said, if you should or shouldn't, but. Okay, let's get back to the right project. Mega API? No, I don't want to do it in that one. I want to do it in Directus demo. This is our production one. We'll get to that later. Hi, Zoe. Man, so many projects right here. Okay, not this one. Not this one. This one. JavaScript has some very weird quirks of where a semicolon is required. Yeah. You can actually get away with not using them in most cases. The only place you absolutely need to use them is, yeah, for loops, but there is one condition, one place that has bitten me before. For example, if you do something like window dot whatever or like that, and then you try to do something off of it, like you're saying, say window dot whatever is some string, or this is your backup value, and you have it in parentheses here, and then you try to do something like that. If you have code in front of it that doesn't have a semicolon, like let's say const what equals foobar, this would throw an error because you don't have a semicolon here, so it thinks you're extending it, and it thinks you're actually trying to call that string like that. How can I run that to see what the error is? Let me save it here as test.js. And then our direct demo. Directus demo. Oh, Windows not defined. Well, that's our other problem. I guess we could just do that. Oh, no. Let's try this. There we go. Foobar is not a function. And you might be reading your code and being like, what does that mean? Where does it say the error is? Zill's playing with their toy. Test.js, line 4, character 1. So this is the errors right here. Because it does that. But if I do this, then it runs. Fine. Because the ASI, the auto semicolon insert, or whatever it's called, can't figure that out. So that is a case where I have run into before. So if you're aware of it, you might be able to fix things. Uh-oh. It's weird, I think my overlays broke for a second. They like crashed. Server response. Yeah, that was the first time I ran into it too. I was like, what the? Because I was in someone else's code. It was in like a generated code thing. And for some reason they forgot to put a semicolon there, and so it was broken, and I had to find the bug and figure out what it was. Let's see if we can install this. And I think we should also delete this. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We are in the Directus demo. Okay, so npm I want to dump this package lock. And dump my node modules. Am I still running this? No. Yes. Let's see if it works. So it should pull that project from GitHub. I might have to say at latest. I don't know. But I just mainly want to see, does it pull it down correctly? Oh, Mountain Trash Panda. I saw a shirt that says adopt a cat, and then underneath is like a basket with an armadillo. Armadillo? Armadillo. Possum and raccoon. Prompts would have bought it if it had just been a basket of raccoons. I get it. I get it. That's cute. Yeah. Armadillo doesn't really look like a cat, you know, but if it was a bunch of raccoons, people might be a little more tricked into it. Taking forever to load. Maybe I shouldn't have nuked everything. Maybe I should have just nuked the package lock Sorry. Oh, there it goes. Can you hear Zoe playing with their jingles? Bojangles? Ched dev. No. Oh no, wait, installed under Directus extension. But that's not in there either. There it is. My bad. Okay, so you can see it pulled it in. Now I wonder, can I run it? Can I say npx? Oh, I forgot to write npx first. So npx create data model. Could not determine executable to run. That would take a look up on how to do that. I mean at Google. How do I do that? So apparently it does not match the tasks directly with like these tasks, the npm run, the scripts. Let me see if I can do that. npm script on node module. I guess I would say on package. Projects. Yes, I know that, but with the package for use by project. Do I include a bin file for it or something? Is that what they're saying? Suggest creating JavaScript files that run your preferred scripts using a shell.js module. Okay. Builder. All right, y'all. Bike cruise downstairs. Are they leaving? So did you hear them? I wonder if I can just put these, do I really need to use the shell.js is what I'm wondering. Can I just put my Node.js files in there? But Let's try just doing like these tasks like this, you know, in there first, and see if that does anything. Delete the package lock again. So for example, I'm gonna set that to latest for later. Back in our EXIF extension. I mean, these could be in the bin, right? Rename bin. And then instead of doing tasks, I'll do bin slash. And let's see if that works. Okay. That was on this project. Scripts in bin instead. I think I do need to add that extra actually. This, I might need to add that. So let me add it. It's just a comment. If it doesn't work, it's fine. Okay. And since I've already got that typed in there, I'm just gonna do a little get st get add. Okay, and then we'll come back here and do that in push. Okay, so now our latest is up on here 14 seconds ago. So now if I boop, 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 boop. This should really not. This is really annoying. Okay, here. And then I will try doing. No, not in this. No, yeah, in Directus demo. In PMI. High severity vulnerabilities, huh? Just want to make sure it's not mine. Okay, it's not. So now, let's see if I really got that latest. Wait, I'm in D. Where's my Directus? There it is. Cool. So, not found. Shouldn't it run my local one though? Shouldn't it run from my local, I mean? And why didn't it download the package? It just got the bin. Did it just not refresh? No, it's not even in there. if I do that and then try to run it? No, it still wants it in the registry, huh? My bot can italicize. I think you do /me. So for example, /me, whatever. It's just a command in Twitch. It means to express an action in the third person, but I use it as like a formatting thing. So, yeah, it's not specific to my bot. That is something you can do, or anyone. Well, maybe I can do, for now, I mean, if I don't have it published, I could make commands. Ding! Nailed it. So this should work, but this is not, I don't want to make them write that script. npm run create data model. Command not found. That's interesting. Yeah, they did change. It used to be the same color. They got rid of that. It keeps it as whatever the default is now. I don't know why they did that. Maybe it was so people didn't use it as spammy things. I keep hearing those sounds in the song, and it sounds like I think it's Zoe behind me, but it's not. It's not. Okay, so I might have to get to the point where I learn how to do what that's doing. But I'm curious, how does this binary work? What does it look like? CLI run.js. Do I need to make something like that? I mean, I could do the shell thing, but I'm sure there's got to be a more realistic way to do this, right? But let's go with the shell thing for now. Let's see if we can get it working. Well, let's see what this looks like actually. Well, no, because there is no frickin', it didn't include the folder in there, or that dist, whatever, you know? There it is. Okay, I just need to refresh. Yeah, see, it's looking CJS CLI run. That's interesting. Do I need to put a file there too? I wonder why that changed. Because I feel like it should be pointing to this. Let's try shell. And I might explore that offline. I just don't really want to waste a bunch of time on doing that. So, you know. Okay, back in the EXIF extension, let's rename this again to tasks. This also happens in here. And then it said to make a bin file. Is that right? Or a bin? Should just be bin director. Or let's see. This is not allowing it to take an argument, though. Let's look at builder. Heavily documented. But it didn't really, did it show an example of like how you would? It's been archived. I don't know if I want to look deeper into that. It's been archived. So I see this. Maybe there's a way for me to access the arguments from it. But let's just see if we can get it working. So wrap the call inside bin/lint prettier. Add it to the exported console scripts in your package JSON. Finally, you can reuse your scripts in your project. Oh, reuse your script, I get it. So you call lint prettier. Okay, I think I know how this works. So I will want a new file for bin/create data model. Well, that makes me wonder then, could I, if I have to add it, the bin commands, if I have to add this to get it to work, would that make it work? Because all this doing is pointing to the bin, and then this is running it with shell. But what if I did the bin thing, and then I pointed it to just run my node task? We'll try this first, and then we'll try it without it, maybe. Okay, so no, let's try it without it first, because I don't want to include shell.js if I don't need to. You know what I'm saying? Can I just require that other file? What is this? This one just requires something else. Let's try the install hook one too. Okay, and then in my package JSON, I add the bin. Create data model. Bin. And then this would be is that right? Yeah, they don't have like run or anything. They just say bin. This is pointing to the bin file to run. And this is for the bin command, I think. And then you can also use it there. That's interesting. Let's try it. Push it up real quick. Tasks. Okay, and then back on the Directus demo, npm I to get the latest. Did I delete the package lock? Probably not. Okay. I don't know if I need to delete it, but I'm just doing it anyway. Was this the right package lock? That was not the right package lock. That deleted. That's why it generated so quickly again. This is the one that I want to delete. Did you hear that cat noise? I'm pretty sure that was in the song. That's why it goes slower. I think it re-downloads it. I feel a kitty near my feet. Oh, I just got a craving for like a cinnamon Auntie Anne's pretzel. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Finished. Let me refresh this thing real quick and let's see in here. Okay, that's still pointing to that. But is this updated? There's our bins. Do I need to say .js? I didn't even think about that. Could not determine executable to run. What happens if I click that? So what if I do npm? I guess I can just do node, not run, node. I just want to see if this works. Module slash dot bin slash Directus extension EXIF attacher create data model. Okay. Cannot find module. Well, that definitely didn't work. want that in there anymore, that's for sure. Which module could it not find? Can't find a direct. Did I spell that right? Directus demo, no modules. Oh. That's not, no wonder why it's not, that's not, it didn't really make one. Directus extension. So, maybe it should be bin slash all right. In that case, I didn't have to do the bin version. I could have just done the tasks, but this kind of works. I mean, it's running it. So the thing it's complaining about is the missing environment variables. This is not the right one. Directus demo. Did you hear those kids laughing? This one. So these all need to be in here. Paste them. And this should just be up a couple directories, I think. Let's try it, do it in the current directory and see where it puts it. Okay, no data models. Do you wish to continue? Yes. What do you want to name it? Let's call it media library. Let's take all the fields. Let's use the image. Let's just, okay. Okay. So that is my fault because I'm not running this project. Npm start. There we go. Error. Missing column. What did I do? Database migrations have not all been run. Did it frickin' upgrade because oh, that's weird. It didn't upgrade the Directus version, did it? No, I picked this specific version. Sorry, let me delete this. And I'm wondering if it picked it up because it was in the root. This, see how it picks that up? An EXIF attacher, let's see. Shouldn't be picking this up. Maybe because I included it as a package, it's doing that. public URL should be a full URL. Am I doing something wrong? Let's see, what is this? Localhost 8055. That's what this is, right? Yep. Anti-ans, yes, we should probably swing by Hot Topic afterwards. That's a good suggestion. You gotta pick anything up there? Okay, what was my error? Does that matter? No. I'm a little worried. It loaded this extension. I really don't want it to load that extension. Is it because I called it Directus extension, EXIF attacher? Ooh, they sell alkaline trio teas at Hot Topic? Let me try fixing it real quick. And what if instead of calling it this, I just call it EXIF attacher? And then I will nuke that old folder. NPMI. Because that's interesting if it does auto pick it up. However, I still would need to generate it because I need to know which models I'm looking at, so. Refresh. And let's see, in the E's. E. EXIF attacher. Wasn't even a fan, but their shirts were fire. Yeah, I got a new one recently. You saw it, it's pretty cute. Okay, so it puts it in there. Let me delete the other one if it's still lying around. dir Directus, it's not deleted, okay. So now let's try running it and see if it picks it up. No, but it still says database migrations have not all been run. I don't know what caused that. Unless it upgraded a version like to 9.5. Let's see. Yeah, it upgraded to 9.12. That's weird. Let me dump that. That is probably because we had our package lock. Let's lock it to the 9.3, 4.3 right now, just because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to upgrade right now. You know what I'm saying? We'll have to do another NPMI. This will take a little bit. I don't expect new users to have all these issues. I mean, the migration thing was just because I nuked my package lock and then reinstalled it. So that was my own fault. So I wonder if the Directus extension, it loads the extension. I wonder if I can prevent it and still keep that name somehow. Prevent it from loading that extension, I mean. Because the extension needs to be regenerated every time. I guess while this is, oh, that was faster than last time. Maybe it's cached. Okay, let's try to run it again. What command? So this will now be just EXIF attach, right? There it goes. Yes. Media library. Take them all. Name it image. Ooh, error. Okay, it's not running. That's right. Let's start. There we go. Okay, it didn't load the thing. It's trying to get me to upgrade. Okay, now if I run it. Boom. It created it. And I just want to see. Oh, it created it in the right spot. This is good. Good news. It did it out of the box. Okay, so now if I install it. Install hook. Let's see if that works. Ooh, copy fail. Copy fail. No such file or directory. That makes sense. So I won't necessarily need the install hook script. Right now, what it's really doing is copying it to a different folder. But if I could just build it directly to that folder, then I wouldn't need to do that. I could do this, right? So I could do Directus extension build. I just want to be able to pass the path. But do I want to run? I want to run the build within this project, right? Or within the node modules folder, I'm guessing. Unless I get this to work another way. That would be hard. Let's see what kind of options this thing has. Oops. Does this work? npx build. Overwrite the extension type read from package manifests. Okay, so overwrite the entry point. I can do that. Overwrite the output file. The language to use. So this is what it's looking at. Host? Oh. That's interesting. I wonder if how that affects it. If it builds it differently because it's based on your version, you know? This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. I always get stuck on the first thing of the day. But I guess that's the bulk of the work. It's the bulk of what we're trying to do today, so. So type path source host. I wanted to go here. Type, I think this is the source, right? Oh no, output. This is the output path. This is the source. So this is the input and output. Host, they don't mention the host anywhere. That's interesting. But let's see if we can do this with a command. So in this case, we would want to run in here. I is node, no wait, the input is, yes, node module slash EXIF attacher slash src slash index.ts. Output would be I want to put it in the current project, so it's going to be /extensions/hooks/EXIF attacher. Is there another folder low? /index.js, I think. Let's see if that works. Current directory is not a Directus extension. That is true. Am I using that wrong? Should there be equals on there? Like that? Or should that be equals? Current directory. try all the variations because I want to make sure this is. I don't think that's right. I feel like it's not taking the input and output seriously. Yeah. Oh, there, yeah, file. Okay, so maybe I can do a force with it. Need to do a type too. Type is a hook. Interesting. Oh shit, it built it. Okay, okay. Did it use the right data? No. So it used the wrong file. But it built it. That's cool. It used the wrong config file, I mean. So I'm wondering, can I build this command in my repo, in the EXIF attacher repo, but using their config? Let's delete this. Man, I don't have these in the right order at all. Okay, so here, and then the other one I want to go to is Directus demo. There, and Directus demo. Okay. Now I'm just gonna go back to this other one manually, just to make sure. Okay. I like that it doesn't have the host in there. I didn't care about the host. Maybe I won't need that, or I don't know. Creative? No, what's up, man? Along with Chris, what's up, man? It's the right file anyway, yeah, I know. I mean, it worked. Did it not? Did it not? It's been a while, man. I haven't seen you in a while. What, are you working hard? It sounds like you're working hard over there. Oh, this is the extensions SDK. Maybe that's what it's saying, the host. I don't know. Been a while. Yeah. Big money? Nice. Nice. I'm gonna save this real quick. In my readme, down at the bottom. This does something. Oh man, I've been Well, MCS mic, yeah, what that means, that watching without audio, Twitch added it as a feature for people with accessibility needs who don't have, they can't hear things or they can't see things. But everybody in the community is really just using it to joke, like, oh, they're watching, but they're not actually listening. Yeah, it's a badge that you can add somewhere in your settings, but I think it's meant to indicate, like, oh, I have trouble hearing and I can't hear the stream, so I'm watching without sound, or I am vision impaired, so I'm watching the stream with limited vision or something like that. But that's not what people use it for. Unless Creative Null really is listening without, or watching without audio. I don't think so, though. He's been responding to me, so he must hear me, unless he's got captions on. Do I have to turn those on? Okay, so this works. So I can build using my thing. I can lip read. The tiniest little mouth. That would just be an update in my data model generator. Instead of pulling from all the config, pulls from the file. Yeah, so this is looking in this specific folder. I wonder if I can read files in the root. In the root, period. I don't think I could, because it seems like a security issue. So I wonder if I can make them add a command at the top level that passes the value in. For example, in here, EXIF, attacher, and this does like EXIF, attacher, config.json. Is it that? To like pipe it into a thing? To in PX, Directus, whatever, or node modules slash EXIF attacher slash bin slash readme.js. Is that how, like, grab the contents of this file and send it to this command? Is that right? Did I do it the other way? Oh, passing the file name. Oh, I like that idea better. Is Vue similar to React fundamentally? Yes. Are you a real person? You look like Unbox Therapy. I don't know what that is. So no, they haven't. I am a real person. Just so you know, your name looks very spammy. And most of the time, when you have a name followed by a bunch of numbers, it means it's a bot. So you might want to reconsider your username. But thank you for responding and verifying you are a real person. Who is Unbox Therapy? What is Unbox Therapy? Lewis Helsintiker. Another streamer? I kept telling you his name was taken, yeah. Yeah. Did you try all the number versions before you got to that one, or did you just pound the keyboard? It's a long number to remember. It's longer than a phone number. I would imagine I look like, oh yeah, definitely in the future, I could see me looking like that, like a more whitish beard. But yeah, I do look like a generic white guy with a beard. His glasses are a little different. Unbox Therapy. What does he do? He unboxes products? Hold on, let me get that picture up. We can compare. He's wearing a hat. He's got different earphones. Better lighting. Mouth open. Blue eyes. Yeah, I see it. Tech review. So if someone is using React, they're not allowed to use Vue and vice versa. If you mean in the same application, you could, but you ideally wouldn't, because each framework has its own bulk to it, and so you wouldn't want to include both in one project. You'd probably pick one or the other. But feature-wise, yes, they can pretty much do the same thing. Yeah. I can't remember if I had a project where I put React and Angular in it. Like one subfolder was served by Angular and another one was served by React. But yeah, you wouldn't want to do that. Angular is not Vue. Angular.js or Angular, the framework. Angular is another framework very similar to Vue and React. It's the one from Google. Vue.js is similar to Angular.js, which was like a very early version of it. But that's deprecated now. Now Angular is just the new version. I don't know what number they're on now, but that one's probably the most different of the two. Yeah. But good news is, you learn React or Vue, and then you can pretty easily switch into the other one because their concepts are very similar. The syntax is just different, but the way, state management and DOM and templates and all that is, Vue is some guy. Vue is some guy who used to work on Angular.js. So he was one of the original contributors to Angular. So, and then whenever I don't know if he left Google to do Vue, but he ended up doing Vue on his own later on. I think he didn't like the way that Angular went. Some guy from Google, yeah. I forgot his name. But that's okay. You could search it if you wanted to. Evan Yu, yeah. That sounds right. I mean, I guess the problem of about them passing a specific, like me telling the file, I don't know, is that dangerous to read from a file like that? Somewhat overkill for a single line. Yeah, I was thinking of a pipe. But then do I need to do xargs? I guess it wouldn't be bad because it'll just come through as a string and then I'll have to parse it as JSON. But this is for an SH file. How do I do it in a JavaScript file? Maybe I'll need to update that. Bash grag, pass contents of, send it to Node.js command. Maybe I should rename this to pass contents of a file to Node.js command. Pass contents of a file to Node.js script. No, that's not right. There we go. Oh, but this is not for Node. I guess I could look at this. Try models read from pipe. Like piping it to it. Read line. Okay, so it is on argv. That's what I was wondering. How would I get it? So if I catted the file, could I like cat and then pipe it to the next command? Just as simple as like cat this and pipe it to node this thing, like that? Would that work? Let's try it in our other project. Node.js reads from pipe. Hey, guy from Mars. argv, is that right? Oh, slice 2. So it's taking everything from 2. So it did get it, right? Because those would have been the first 2. Now I know why it's doing slice 2. It's taking out the first 2, but... So if I ran it, it would just be an empty array. Do I have to do the $1? In quotes, maybe? I'm not getting there. Did something. When I run the bash script, this is what I get. This is the first argument. This is the second argument. Okay, so I am trying to pass the contents of a file to a Node.js script that I'm running in the command line. So right now I'm trying to run like cat this file, pipe it to this Node script. My scripting is not so good. Maybe it's not a cat, maybe it's pipe stand out. Let's take a look at this link. It's like a stream. This is how I have to read it? Oh, but then okay, so that's pointing to the file. I'm trying to get them to send me the contents of the file because the file is like, I'm gonna be running this script from inside of the Node modules folder, and the file's living like way up, several folders up. So I don't think I can go up several folders like that, right, to run it. Do I need this up top? I don't think that should matter, but yeah. What were the other things saying? Oops, wrong window. If you find it inconvenient, I can tell a nasty way which converts the contents to base 64 and passes an argument decode to base 64. Well, the problem is I won't have I don't think I can do it up on the top level, right? But this process standard out. I guess I don't really get how that works. B immediately ends and closes its standard in, which causes an error in A because its standard out got shut off and you didn't handle that possibility. Fixing A on, okay, so this is like saying after it's piped. But what if A is a JSON file? This is also like the B part, okay. Let's try it. On data, console log data, in data. Okay. worked. Creative null, head off to bed, get some sleep, sweet dreams. Hope to see you on stream again when you're done making that money. Making that money. It worked. Thanks for the tip. So that was the B. One day. Oh, that shouldn't be a const. That should be a let. Let data. On the end, I don't need this anymore. It's funny they put that data and data at like I needed that. There we go. Okay. So now I want to take that data. That data is a string, or is it the actual JSON? That's interesting. It's not an object, right? Console.log. Didn't spell that right. Console.log. Type of data. It is a string. So I'd have to convert it to an object. JSON configs would be JSON.parse data. There we go. Now let's convert it to JSON. Magic. Hey, thanks for the tip, MCS Mike. Good thing I did this on stream, because I would not have thought to do that. I'll need to do some extra stuff around it, you know, like making sure it parses correctly. Try to parse it, try not, whatever. But I guess I could just pass it through as the string and then handle that in that file anyway. No need to be fancy here. But I do need to pass it into, which one is that? The create data? No. Install hook. Pass it into install hook somehow. This should probably be wrapped in a command then. Well, this should be really updated. TBH. Require.env, and I won't need the .env anymore. This whole install hook will be different. It will be probably erased. But let me see. How do I want to do this? I want to make this command. If I run this command, will it look for the one in my packages, or will it look in the one from their packages? Because I wanted to read this one, right? So I want to do like, what was the command I was running in here? Not my npx. I was just doing the install hook, okay. Okay. So Let me push it up and make sure I can read it. So I added the README. And let's just spit it out. Do I need to add? I need to add it in the package, right? Bin. Install. Let's push it up. Test it out. Is that in here? Yes. DNST, get add. Passing in config file via command git push. And then here I need to kill this. And then I need to delete the package lock. Maybe. We don't really know. But we're doing it anyway. And then reinstall it. And then now if I do was I supposed to have the one in there or no? And this should be node modules slash EXIF attacher slash bin slash readme. Is that right? Oh yeah. Okay, it works. We're getting there. I mean, I could just run this command. Actually, yeah, because that's in the Directus demo. I wanted to make another command in there so I could try that. But that didn't work as expected. Okay, so now I'm getting it in. I'm getting it, basically, in here. So this allows me to, I'm going to change this instead of install hook. We're gonna we want to run that command now, the sub command, right? It is almost 11 p.m. I'm in mountain time. Because create model's working fine. That's working just fine. It's just the install hook now we want to do. Should I hydrate break, everybody? Hydrate break. Oh shit. Oh no, I always do that wrong.
Hydrate level 4, please.
I should make it a short command. There we go. Okay. LED color. I forgot I even had that. Which color would you like? I'll adjust it here through my cellular telephone. Red. Okay. Red. Or is that more pink? Does that look red or pink to you? Let me see. Gel filter? No. Argel? There's a red. It's not that bright. There we go. It still looks pink though, huh? Is that red? Red enough? Yeah, it's not automated. I'm pretty lazy. I haven't set that up automated yet. But enjoy it. Mark as complete. So I'm thinking maybe I can save those contents to the file, my local file here, and then I can run it. Install hook. And actually, this is something that should happen after every create data model. So maybe I should do it in there. And after every delete data model too, but and then it ended. Try, throw a little try catch around there, because sometimes JSON parsing fails. So we can say const JSON data, or no, actually this would be JSON config. JSON parse. Data. Oops. Oops. Okay. chill beats tonight. Oops. Okay, so try to do that and then call create the model, create data model with it. I think that's it, right? Delete the old README. I'll remove it from here. I'm not even using these bins things since I'm just running it directly. I don't know why I have those in there. Because those don't get generated in here, right? No, it doesn't make a bin command. Let me delete those then. I mean, can I just run them as if I have to run it through Node anyway? Can I just do that? I mean, leave it in the tasks, you know? Oh, but I guess if I'm running it locally, I'm doing it differently. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not gonna worry about running it locally for now, though. And let's delete this one because we'll just use the create data model. And every time you create a data model, it's gonna update that file and should re-render. So I need to rewrite some of this stuff to make this happen. It's almost been 2 hours already. I'll leave that in there for now. So current config will be passed into this function that gets called, basically. Those are fine, those are fine. I want to keep that error. This is where I want to start to write my function. Export default function. So this JSON config should I already have it parsed correctly here, or should I? Yeah, that's fine. We'll assume it's already parsed for now. Oh, this is data model generator. Whatever. Trying to think of where to put things. I might move it up here first. So this will come from src/data model generator. And that's going to allow us to create the data model. But then I do want to move some of this stuff in there. I want to say move these, at least this. And I don't think I want to keep those, so I'll keep those out. If there's none of those, kill it. And I also want to say const EXIF data models equals, this comes from config, what did I write there? Current config should actually be JSON config. I'll call it current config because that's what I call it everywhere else. All right, see you later, Ryan. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for hanging out. If current config is not equal to object, this should be an internal error. It's not their fault. JSON config not prop. Correct type. Whatever. Hopefully I shouldn't get that error. That's more for myself. Okay, and then another one. So So if the EXIF data models it actually should be an array, right? Is array. If it is not an array, that was your fault. Error JSON config should have an array. On data models config prop. There's a lot of extra error checking that might not be needed. Okay. Oh, append, that's what it does. Append timestamp to data model. Wait, do I want to export? No. Module dot defaults, right? Module dot export. There we go. Well, we could try this. I think it should work. For at least generating. We'll need to update it later on so that after it's done, after it adds it to the file, we regenerate. So let's see, to do install hook. And let's try that. Well, let me double check something real quick. Let me make sure that current config is not used. And the EXIF data models. I know it's used in there. I want to know, is it used outside? No. Okay, how about this? No. Okay. So I think it should be good. I want to make sure it wasn't used in one of these ones because that would be a problem. Okay. Let's did I commit it? No. Git CI run. What do I call this? Okay, data model function. And then I'll need to NPI. I'm curious if it. No, see how it goes so quick? I know it doesn't download it again because it goes so quick. So what I really want to do is go back and delete that package lock again. Deleting the package lock is just, it's re-looking at these versions again when it goes to install. And so it's going to re-pull this every time. I'll leave that in there for now. We're not using it yet. Well, it was a little slower, I guess. Not really. Did I delete that? I did, okay. So let's try running this command. It should be create data model. That's interesting. Do you wish to continue? No. Makes me think it didn't get the latest version. Did I push it up? Yes. So this will require this file. Gets this. It shouldn't be calling it until the end. Let's delete just to make sure. Delete the package? No. There it goes. So it should have the latest version now. I can see it does. So now if I run, not a function. Maybe I should do module.exports. That seems right. Do that and package lock.json. Can I do that? Hell yeah! And then I can do npmi. Okay. Boom. That's weird. It ended. The prompter. I probably need to await it, huh? It prompts and then can I make this top level async? Async it. Okay, now I can do that. I mean, I really should just do it in one command and in PMI. There we go. So now I can just run that every time I screw it up. I feel like that should have kept it alive. Oh, because I have a dot then? Maybe. Couple more asyncs and awaits. Just add more async awaits. I mean, that fixes it usually, right? Get push. And I'll run my handy little remove command. And then I'll run my handy little run command. Oh man. Oh. All right, I'm getting tired. It's been 2 hours and 12 minutes. Am I not awaiting it in here? Definitely not. Well, that makes sense. Nope, because then this has got to be async. Does that accept an async function? I guess I don't need to publish it each time, so I could do this. Maybe this will work. Yeah. Runs it at least. Is it because it just... like this ends, you know? Before? Can module exports not export an async function? Let's see. So if I do that, and then instead of doing, oops, does that change anything? No. Let me make sure I'm running in the right one real quick. Yes, it is. Okay. My guess is this has something to do with the piping and the way it like finishes out, but I mean, what if I try like making a promise? New promise. Wrapping the whole thing in a promise to keep it alive. Is that a thing? Or maybe the CLI prompt just doesn't stay open because it's getting piped. ISO. Yeah. It just might not be because of the on events and stuff. ISO, is there top level await in here? Ooh, that scared me. Coding Vibe, welcome. Photoelectric, hello. These are not the Sony WH headphones. These are the Bose SoundLink 2. No, that's not the right person. Shout out Coding Vibe. What were you working on? Post puts gets oh my. Kotlin, Spring, Postgres. Nice. Thank you for the follow, Rohit M. I am trying to figure out how to pass Photoelectric. Thank you for the follow. Trying to figure out how to pass the contents of a file to a Node.js script. You were trying to work on that. But calculating the nighttime didn't work on your site for Berlin? Is that like time zone issues? You were in a different time zone or not using the correct time zone? So I've got this script. It's running and it gets this run it, I cat a file, and then I pass it to my Node script. And, oops. And then, yeah, that didn't work. And then I get it in here, and I get all the data fine, but then I run an inquirer script in here, and that is ending. It's not like keeping the connection open. I'm wondering if it's because I'm piping it to the Node script or what. Not totally sure, TBH. Like night is calculated with angles of the sun, and the calculation produces a value under -1 and feeds it into our cosine, which errors out. I guess that can happen for some places. I don't know what that means, but yeah, that sounds mathy. Oh yeah, the fix has time zone issues, but the Berlin issue is something mathy. Is something mathy, I'm guessing. Yeah, mathy's not my thing, man. I'm not a very good math. I mean, I can do basic algebra, but it sounds like what you were mentioning was above my head, over my pay grade. Robert, hello, welcome. Thank you for ending Coding Vibe stream and bringing them over here. I'm kind of stuck. I mean, I don't know what else to do here. I think it involves changing this. Can I do like an async based? Chad can do basic algebra. Yes, x plus y, you know, those kinds of things. Because I don't think this runs async. Maybe I can create a function in here. Function async function runner. This is what we do in React.
Hydrate level 4, please.
Ooh, yes, hydrate. Jarrell's awake. Hello, Jarrell. Let me hydrate 1 second. No, didn't work. Okay. So hydration. It might get to the point where I just have to do some more research on it. Because the prompting is kind of working. I mean, I could do the copy thing. That's an interesting idea. Past my bedtime? Bullshit. You're in a different time zone. Like an earlier time zone than me. Or later, or whatever you would say. Later, I think is the right one. You're just gonna go on Twitter and scroll through some shit, aren't you? Well, I'm too tired anyway. We made some progress. I thought we really would have been able to get further in this and fix it, but to the deploy, I mean, you know, shave it for next time, I guess. Let's call it quits, and then let's find someone to read. If you're in Berlin, nighttime is actually non. That's good to know. Is Berlin, What time zone is Berlin? Minus, plus. Is it the same as GMT? Ooh, there's some weird sounds. Okay, let's see who's on Twitch. Of course, none of the people I follow because I've been streaming later lately and it's a whole new thing. So this is, yeah, a different crew of people from who I'm used to. I usually watch people during the day. Let's go over to Space Drive app. Rust, TypeScript, Prisma. Hopefully I'll be back with some answers on how this really works in the future. I will keep you posted. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the raid. Code Vibe. Code and Vibe. Thanks for the new follows. Let's go see what they're up to.